Hello and welcome to TCG Love, and I'm finally at my last Commander decks. I am recording this before March of the Machine comes out, but I will probably upload it after March of the Machine because I think I'll get my products tomorrow and I'm not gonna upload a video today, and it's like everybody opening already March of the Machine products and I'm still doing these Commander decks. It's kind of lame, so oh cool, there's something new in here. So I will be uploading this after the deck box. Pretty sleep. I will be uploading this after all of the March of the Machine stuff is done. And oh man, what is this? What is this package? And then you will have the full conclusion. I will have a full conclusion now on how all of these Commander decks kind of did. I have the numbers here. I bought these 5 decks separately, but if I count them in, I spent exactly 810 euros on... Do we have a hard plastic? No, we don't have a hard plastic Commander proxy. It's Batman. Anyway, let's put this here for now. I'll open each deck first, then I have a little edit in the video. I'll go through the cards, I put them up online for sale on Card Market, and afterwards I'll go through the deck with you guys and have already the prices. I'm not gonna do one deck after the other. I think this is more fun like this. If you agree that this is a little bit faster and less boring, let me know in the comments. I will do the same then probably for the March of the Machine Commander decks. Well, you will see this video only after I did it for the March of the Machine Commander decks, but either way, let me know if you like this way of going through Commander decks more than what I did before, where I went through them separately. I think this was really tedious at times, so this goes a little bit quicker. What I wanted to say is I bought a bunch of Commander decks. These were not included. These I bought separately already a little bit earlier. And I spent, for like all these videos that you saw of me opening Commander decks were one buy, and well, together with this, it's basically 810 euros that I spent on Commander decks. I made a bunch of money back. With all the Commander decks, I'll go through them real quick. So we got, I'll just make sure. So we got the Streets of Capenna Commander decks, Innistrad Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow Commander decks, Dominaria Unite Commander decks, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Commander decks, Adventures of the Forgotten Realms, Strixhaven and Zendikar Commander decks. Oh, actually also dual decks, Speed and Cunning. I opened all of these decks, and without this one, we already made 721 back. So this one, all of these 5 decks cost 77 euros. So I have to make 77 euros and then some back to completely make my money back on all the Commander decks, even the ones I lost out on, for example, the Crimson Vow, the Innistrad ones. And I hope I will get around 80 bucks from these 5. These are a little bit cheaper. I hope that doesn't mean, well, it does mean that the cards are worth less, but I hope it doesn't mean that I lose out on these 5, because then I lost some money. I didn't lose that much money, so I'm happy either way. I will do an edit now, put these up on Card Market, see how much they sell for, and then at the end of the video I'll go a little bit through all the other cards that I kind of kept, which is also kind of fun, I think. So see you in a second after I put these up online. All right, so how's it gonna look? I put these cards up on Card Market, and I'll go through each deck one by one. So the first deck is Draconic Destruction. If you buy it separately, it costs 23 euros. And here are the most expensive cards. Dragon Tempest, I think is the most, no, it's not, almost the most expensive in the whole set. Dragon Tempest is 445. Elemental Bond is 395, Vandal Blast 390, Thundermaw Hellkite 245, Garruk's Uprising 245, Drakusev Maw of Flames 121, and then Scourge of Valkas is 96 cents, Heaven of the Spirit Dragon is 96 cents, and so on. A few more cards below $1. Quite a lot of cards that can be sold in this deck. If I calculate all of them together, it's 29.35. So way more than the deck is worth, even if you buy it separately. So it costs 23 separately, 29.35 you can sell the cards for. Already a good start, and these are basically the cards that you will be getting for free if you buy this deck. There's a Planeswalker in each one, so that's pretty cool. I'll go through them real quick. You can keep the Edge Foil Commander, it's like a few cents. You could sell it for, I don't know, 30-40 cents. I chose to keep them all. And that's the deck. You could even sell these basic lands for a few cents each. If you do play sets, I think you can squeeze out the $1 or something, but whatever. I'm not calculating it in. So the next deck is Chaos Incarnate. And here we have the most expensive card, Lightning Greaves, which is 640. And let's get going. Blasphemous Act to €10. Archfiend of Depravity, 197. Talisman of Indulgence, 135. And that's basically it. Above $1, Soul Ring is 93 cents, and the rest is lower than Soul Ring. Bunch of cards again below $1. And totaling in 23.74, €23.74. How much did I pay for this deck? It costs 16 euros if you buy it separately. A bunch of these decks, it's not even the cheapest one. So 16 euros, I made 23.74 back. So again, big win for this deck. These are the cards that I basically can keep for free. Nixilis is the Planeswalker. Also pretty cool. So yeah, commander decks rarely disappoint. Sometimes they do, this time they don't. Alright, and some basic lands in the end and tokens. I didn't check the tokens, maybe there's some work in there. Alright, next deck. First Flight. The commander is Isperia, Supreme Judge. And here are the cards that I'm selling for it. Talisman of Progress is 240. Thought Vessel is 193. Sephara Sky's Blade 185. Sword to Plowshare 135. True Conviction is 122. Generous Gift is 115. Counterspell is 115. And below $1 cards here as well. Making a total of 1641 for this. This deck costs 13 euros. Again, more than you pay for it, you can make back if you sell the cards. And making all of these cards for free, there's again like the Planeswalker and the Commander is like 30 cents, then this one is like a few cents. I chose to keep them all because I already made my money back on this deck. And these cards are basically for free as a result of them. I will show in the end of the video how I sell the cards, just to make sure that you don't go like, oh shit, I can make money. You buy the deck and then maybe something goes wrong, I don't know. I usually sell them for almost always for as much as I put them up for. So I'll show you in a second how I do it. Alright, next deck, Token Triumph. If you buy it separately, it costs 13 euros. And here are the cards that I put up. Path to Exile is 185. Eternal Witness is $1. And that's already it. Slate of Ancestry is already below $1 at 96 cents. And then a bunch of other low value cards. So the deck costs 13 euros. If you sell these cards, you get around 10 euros back. But we have Ajani here in this deck. And Ajani is worth 195. I'm not sure if I sell it. 195 is a few dollars more. You still don't make the money back with a Johnny on this deck, but you get closer to it. And for now, I will be calculating him in. I'm not sure if I end up selling him though. So let's then go through all the other cards that you can keep for basically $1 if you sell a Johnny. You only made €1 loss. I always interchange euros on dollars because they're similar in value, at least I think so. All right. And that's that deck. And we have for the last deck a similar situation with the Planeswalker. This is Grave Danger. And here are the cards that I'll be selling for it. We have Heaven Gull Lich. It's the most expensive one with 142. Champion of the Perished, 135. And then that's already it. Talisman of the Dominance is 95 cents and so on. Bunch of basic cards below $1. If you sell all of them, it's again $10. This deck costs 14 euros, even €1 more than this one. But we have here Liliana, and Liliana is always worth something. In this case, she's worth $2.90. So if you sell Liliana as well, you will get $12.90 back. So you again lose one. You still lose $1, €1 on this deck. Even with Liliana, and then basically these cards you'll be able to keep. And a bunch of basic decks, lands and tokens. All right, so I didn't buy these decks separately though. I bought them in a set. Which made them like €1.30 cheaper. So I paid 77.77 for it, €77, 77 cents. If I calculate all of these cards now together, including Ajani and Liliana, it's totaling at 94.46. So way more than I paid for the 5 decks, which means basically all of these are for free. If I don't sell Ajani and Liliana, I'm still in the green. Let's see, it's 89.61. 89, so basically $90. It's $13, 12, $13 profit in the end, making these cards all for free. So that's great. I'll put it in my sheet and I will quickly show you. I'll quickly tell you. So basically, if let's put 94.46 in the sheet as the prognosis. So with all these videos that I need some liquid in my throat. So with all the decks that I opened in my last few videos, the commander decks, I paid 810 euros for all of the commander decks, like the ones that I lost on, the ones that I didn't lose on, that I made profit on, 810 euros. With these 5 decks, we got above that price to 815 euros. So all in all these commander decks, the bad ones, the good ones, all of them basically made me my money back. And and I'm super happy to hear that, because that means I got a shitload of cards for free, and this is why I bought the commander decks. I had good experience with them in Phyrexia will be one, and Warhammer, and I was like, man, let's do the same for all of the other decks, and it kinda turned out great. So I will quickly show you. I'll turn on OBS right here and record my computer screen. And I'll quickly show you how I put up the cards. So basically, if you click, for example, on the Soul Ring, right? Oh, let's get the filter out. So I always filter for English, of course, and near mint. And as you can see, this is my Soul Ring that I put up. I put it up for 93 cents. The cheapest card is 80 cents, but it's from France. So basically, if you undercut this guy, if you undercut France, you might be thinking, okay, I have to undercut him, else who's gonna buy my card, right? Oh, one sec, my door's ringing. I'll be back in a second. All right, sorry for that. So basically, if you put up cards, you might think I have to undercut this guy to sell my cards, because who's gonna buy it for 10 cents more expensive if he can buy it here? But since this guy's from France, even if you undercut him by like 1 cent or something, people that gonna buy it from France are not gonna buy your stuff, because the delivery is gonna be more expensive. So undercutting him doesn't really matter unless you undercut for like $1 or something, like $1, which also doesn't make sense. But you can use that to your advantage and take your country, for example, Germany. And that's why I filter for Germany always. And then I have here the most expensive German guy at 94 cents. And I just have to undercut him, because people from Germany are not gonna buy the card from France. They're gonna buy from Germany, even if it's like 10 cents more or less. And that's why I just undercut the German guy. Of course, you cannot undercut, like you cannot put it up too high. If the France card is 80 cents and the cheapest German card is €3, then you cannot say like, okay, $2.99. Like nobody's gonna buy it for $2.99 if they can get it from France for 80 cents. Even if the delivery is more expensive, it makes more sense to get it like that. So that's a reason why I can put them up a few cents more, like for a few cents more, and I think it adds up in the end. And like very often, like the price I pay and the money I get back is quite close. So if you kind of don't squeeze out a few cents here and there, it might not work out for you to make the money back. So that's why I just make sure to show you guys how I do it. And I sell usually cards that are above 20 cents on Card Market. That's fine, because the people that buy your cards pay for the delivery as well. So and if you put up more cards, if you put up a bunch of cards, people tend to buy your cards if they already bought like a bunch, like they want to bundle as many cards they want as possible together. And if you're the guy that got like a bunch of cards that they want, they usually buy from you. And like the cards sell, the Commander cards especially sell very well, very stable. I don't have to go to my offers and lower the prices if they don't sell, like I did for Phyrexia, for example. So they sell fine. Then I think you can see this sheet now, right? Then I want to just quickly explain you again the prognosis. So I put up the cards now, and the prognosis is 94. That's why I put them up for. And in here, I'll put cards that sold, actually. So one by one, you can see if you click on one, like here, like each card, I just added up here. Oops. Just so you know that sometimes it's like 22 here, but it doesn't mean the deck is worth 22. Like I put out these little icons here, which mean like the cards are still being sold, and I have like these notes. Just to make sure, because I saw one comment that said he actually lost money on it. Okay, so that's that. I think we're back to the video now. And these were all the Commander decks. I wanted to quickly show you the end result of all these openings. So these cards are basically for free, right? So this is the 22 starters. Let's put them up on a pile here. This is the Dungeons and Dragons Commander decks. These are the Dominaria Knight Commander decks. We got Crimson Vow Commander decks here. We got Midnight Hunt here. Strixhaven, bunch of cards. Kamigawa, the Speed Duel and whatever, these $10 deck. And the last one is New Capenna. Wait, we got still Zendikar here. We got Zendikar here. And then I have a few, I don't know, basic lands and tokens still from Strixhaven. So that like the pile is a little bit higher. Yeah, this is my loot that I got from all these commander deck openings. Like in the end, all these cards are for free. It's insane, and I'm happy about it. I even managed to keep a few cards that are worth something, a few bucks here and there. Maybe they rise in price, and who knows, maybe I sell them for twice, 3 times as much in the future. But thank you everybody for watching all these boring ass commander deck videos. I hope you still got some enjoyment from it. Unfortunately, this video is gonna go up after all the March of the Machine products are opened, I think. But still, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and see you next time.